Tonight, we report on the sentence for a man that led police on a chase through Ephrata to Soap Lake and back, and how a hearing during a murder trial will remain closed. And what's going on in sports, Bob?
Seattle officials underestimated the amount of people expected to attend the Seahawks victory parade Wednesday. Stay tuned to find out how many actually showed up. Let's take a look at our Weather Center forecast for tonight.
And here in the weather department, we're looking at this cold air mass to remain in place, and at the same time, a little moisture coming up. You know what that means? Maybe some flurries.
All of this and much more on iFIBER 1 News.
From the iFIBER 1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFIBER 1 News. Your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
A man is serving more than 4 years in prison after leading police on a chase through Ephrata and Soap Lake. Trinidad Rodriguez, a 41-year-old man, pleaded guilty to attempting to elude, possession of methamphetamine, and unlawful possession of a firearm in the second degree. The pursuit started after an Ephrata police officer spotted Rodriguez driving a stolen 1997 Honda sedan on October 6th. When the officer tried to stop Rodriguez, he fled, starting the chase. Rodriguez led officers through several residential neighborhoods before fleeing to Soap Lake and back to Ephrata. The chase ended when Rodriguez lost control of the car and crashed in the 200 block of Alder Street Northwest in Ephrata. Rodriguez tried running from the scene, but was caught with the help of sheriff's deputies. Ephrata firefighters responded to a burning couch Wednesday afternoon. The fire department was dispatched to a home near the intersection of Ivy Street Northeast and First Avenue Northeast at about 2:50 p.m. They discovered a couch burning outside their residence and extinguished it within 15 minutes. Fire Chief Jeremy Burns said no one was home at the time of the fire. The record of a closed hearing in a 2012 accomplice to murder trial will stay sealed. A Washington State Court of Appeals commissioner didn't believe Grant County Superior Court Judge Evan Spurline didn't do anything wrong when closing the hearing or sealing records. Spurline closed an October hearing in the case of Michael Rocha, a 27-year-old Moses Lake man. Rocha is charged in Grant County Superior Court with being an accomplice to murder in the first degree and kidnapping in the first degree. Rocha is accused of helping Adrian Rodriguez, a 29-year-old Moses Lake man, in the 2012 murder of Tracy Fulbright. Rodriguez reportedly believed Fulbright molested his daughter and shot him twice. A shed was destroyed in a fire in a Crescent Bar trailer park this morning. Grant County Fire District 3 responded to the fire at 9 a.m. When they arrived at the 8800 block of Crescent Bar Road, they found an 8-foot by 8-foot shed burning. The fire took about 10 minutes to extinguish. Lieutenant David Durfee said the fire resulted in minor damage to a nearby trailer. No one was at home at the time of the fire. The Grant County Fire Marshal is investigating the fire. The Columbia Basin Cancer Foundation is hosting its 5th annual Country Sweethearts Benefit Auction on Saturday. The event starts at 5 p.m. in the 4-H building at the Grant County Fairgrounds. Tickets cost $65 per person and pays for dinner, dancing, beer, and wine. Tickets are available at the Columbia Basin Cancer Foundation office at 1031 West Broadway in Moses Lake. Donations and funds raised go toward helping local cancer patients.
Each of the people you see here has warrants for their arrest and is wanted by various law enforcement agencies. If you see any of these people, the Department of Corrections asks that you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but to call police. You can also call the Department of Corrections at 509-764-6180 during the day or 509-762-1160 after 5 p.m.
We will be back after this.